This week, our Environment Northwest team is diving into a risk the Northwest knows well: earthquakes. All week long, we'll look at our fault lines, research and expansion being done now to keep us safe and where the risk currently stands. We begin our 6-part series breaking down the complex fault lines here in the Northwest.
The Northwest is one of the most seismically active regions in the United States. The threat of an earthquake at any given moment is real in Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. Right below our feet is the meeting place of multiple tectonic plates slowly moving and pushing against each other. The edges of those masses move and break, causing the ground to shake or volcanoes to form. The place where two of these tectonic plates meet, the Juan de Fuca plate and the North American plate, sits just off the coast and poses the biggest threat for a major earthquake and potential tsunami. It's called the Cascadia Subduction Zone.
And that's why we talk about things like drop, cover, hold on.
Harold Tobin is Washington State seismologist and director of the Pacific Northwest Seismic Network.
Most earthquakes happen in the crust, and a few happen just in the parts of the Earth's mantle that are down these things called subduction zones.
The Cascadia Subduction Zone is a megathrust fault, or the meeting place of two tectonic plates. The Juan de Fuca plate is being forced under the North American plate at a convergent boundary. Friction keeps the plates from moving, but when the force of the plates grows too strong, friction gives way and the plates suddenly move and then stop. The sheer size of the fault means it is capable of producing some of the strongest earthquakes in the world. A magnitude 8 or 9 earthquake off the coast could cause widespread devastation. The movement of those plates is also capable of producing a devastating tsunami along the Pacific coast in Puget Sound. Not all earthquakes occur at the meeting place of tectonic plates. Some, like the Nisqually earthquake in 2001, are caused by the cracking of just one of the plates. As the Juan de Fuca moves underneath the North American plate, the edges become brittle as they are pushed downward. Cracks form in the massive tectonic plate, causing the ground above to shake. While they can still cause devastation, these tend to be weaker than megathrust faults and often don't produce a tsunami threat. The most common fault in the Northwest is the crustal fault. Relatively small cracks forming along the edge of the North American plate, often closer to population centers than their deeper counterparts. Crustal earthquakes are caused by the ground being pushed or pulled apart by the movement of the plate boundary. While those faults don't have the potential to produce a mega earthquake, a magnitude 7 close to a city center still poses a major threat. The two biggest crustal faults are the Seattle Fault and South Whidbey Island Fault. The other sleeping giants of the Northwest are the volcanoes. The final threat of earthquakes in the Northwest comes from volcanic activity. The moving magma beneath the Earth's surface causes changing pressure on the tectonic plates. The changing pressure creates faults or shaking as the ground moves below. Oftentimes we hear of cluster quakes. They signify movement, but not impending eruption. However, long period quakes like what led up to Mount St. Helens are often a sign of something bigger looming. For Environment Northwest, I'm meteorologist Jeremy Legoo.